All right, so we're gonna do some dives here, and we're just gonna kind of have them watch, go through them, do front dive tuck, and then kind of give what a judge could see on that, and maybe also what the coach would see on that. So we're gonna start with Bethany, front dive tuck, 101C. Good, so our officials will look at that dive and she does a very good job with the hurdle. She's in straight direction here. She's maybe a little bit open and her tuck can be smaller and coming out and got an arch in her back and wants to be a little flatter. So a couple of areas where she's got some deductions in there. Overall impression of that dive though is probably good to satisfactory, so I'd probably put it in the 5.5, 6 range. Now from a coaching perspective, Bethany, when you do that, I want to see you get all the way through and extend up and show me a little smaller tuck and then that hollow come out. You got a little arch in your back going in. So coaches are going to look at that component of it and the flatness and the small position. But as the official and the coach side, you're working on them together. They can both use that as a teaching moment on how to get that score to go up. So Kira, 102C, forward somersault tuck. So you're going to see her do it. Let's do it with a one-step hurdle. So Kira's going to do it with a one-step hurdle here, so that's, you know, acceptable. Usually it says you have to do at least 3 steps for the high school rules, but at this point, and we're just trying to see what she can do as far as trying to make it in the right developmental stage for her. Ready? Good, so a pretty good example of a front somersault tuck. Nice small position and coming out. Now, if you're a judge, you're looking at her putting her hands up at the end, and if the hands are above the shoulders, that's a maximum score of a 4.5. And so we want to put our hands down and finish in here, but that's all right. Front 1.5 tuck. So Nick's going to do 103C, forward 1.5 tuck. Hold on, I'm going to actually use that. So in his actual, as he was getting ready to do his dive, you saw him get ready to go up and stop because he heard a noise. That sometimes will happen during competitions. You know, if that does happen, you should certainly wait and go back and then ask the referee and the official, you know, I was distracted by the noise, but you have to ask for it right away and making sure if you want to get that redive. Okay, go ahead. Again, Nick doing a front 1.5 tuck, and pretty good example here. Now, one of the things you want to look at from the elements of the dive is that overall impression, it was a good dive. Straight up and down, pretty clean, good small tuck. But if you're looking at the first element of the dive, and that's that hurdle and takeoff, you saw him step back just a little bit, not land with his feet on the end, and so it was a little bit forward. So, you know, that may bring that score down out of the good range and maybe put it in satisfactory, or maybe take it from very good to good. But those are the rationales and some of the components you want to be looking at.